NFL draft analyst Daniel Jeremiah, with some of those guys that will play quarterback going later in the draft, including Will Howard.
Will Howard had the hot playoff run. He's got obviously the size, almost 6'4", 240 pounds, ultra competitive kid. I love the fact that he won at 2 spots at K-State and then obviously this year at Ohio State. He's a touch thrower. He's quick to get to number 3 in his read. The big question is just going to be the arm strength. I just want to see him throw live. I've never seen him throw live. I want to see what his arm looks like. Tyler Shuck from Louisville is older. He's 25. He can drive the ball. He's big and strong. He's another one who can get to number 3 in the progression. He can throw off balance. He's got a lot of arm talent. There's a lot to like there. One of the things with him is just pocket awareness stuff. He bails too much instead of just sliding, shuffling, and finding space within the pocket. But he's a big, strong dude. Ewers, look, I know he wasn't healthy this year, but he did not take the step I was hoping he would take. He is still young at 21. He's got quick feet, quick release, but he got into a lot of bad habits. I didn't think he played with any conviction, just not trusting what he's seeing. Got real sloppy with his feet, and everything kind of got away from him. Kyle McCord from Syracuse reminded me a lot of Derek Carr at Fresno. Quick feet, quick eyes. You see some RPO stuff there. He's accurate. He's got a touch down the field. He can gas it up and give you some velocity when needed. Just played real aggressive and was a little bit frenetic at times and also ran himself into some sacks.
You listen to that, and I'm curious, you watch a lot of college football, you watch a lot of tape. Who are some of the guys not expected to go in the first round that you like? And the more I hear about Will Howard, if he goes out and throws really well, he could fly up draft boards.
Yeah, I think, to be honest, I have Will Howard ranked 3rd right now, and I think he just functions so well in an NFL-style offense under Chip Kelly, right? I think that's the biggest factor in his development is Chip Kelly going in there and really developing him as a drop-back passer that he really never was at Kansas State. So I think that's kind of a testament to the work the two of those guys did in understanding, fixing Howard's footwork, getting him a little more accurate, and getting him out of just such a heavy play-action system that he was in at Kansas State. But I think what you have, and I think DJ kind of put it right there, all these guys are talented, and then they all have their warts, and none of them are surefire, right? So I can look at a guy like Kyle McCord, who's got really nice arm talent, and he reads the field quickly. He's just a bit of a gunslinger, right? I even look at someone like Curtis Rourke from Indiana, who's got a really good arm, and he's really accurate when his feet are set, but he lacks mobility. We've talked before on this show about Jalen Milroe, who's a dynamic athlete who needs to work on some of the fundamentals. So it's really with a lot of these guys, when you don't have as many surefire players as you did last year, it's about a team with a plan going in there to develop a quarterback like they would any other position, because I just don't think you have that many ready-made day one starters. They're all talented, but none of them are surefire.
Yeah, and back to the caller's question, J.J. McCarthy played for Jim Harbaugh. That was considered to be an NFL system. So what he was asked to do, you can translate it better. Now, to your point, Will Howard, finally in an NFL system, probably had his best year under Chip Kelly.
No, absolutely. I think those are questions you have to answer. And when you watch the tape on these guys, what type of throws are they making? What type of reads are they making, right? Even take someone like Jackson Dart from Ole Miss. That's really the biggest question right now, because that offense was so vertically based and so just about being faster than the other team and getting those deep shots downfield. But when teams took those shots away, then they have to start making in-between throws, and it was more of a struggle. So it is something that you have to take into account. Even someone like Quinn Ewers and how much really that Steve Sarkisian takes out of his hands at the line of scrimmage. These are things that go into account when you really study, okay, how much do these guys know? How much can they read the field? And what types of throws are they making, and does it translate to some of the tighter windows in the NFL, right? So it's very nuanced. It's very hard sometimes even to get it through all the statistics, and we try the best we can, even with certain levels of the field and ball placement and all those things. But at the end of the day, these NFL teams, they're going to meet these guys, especially this coming week at the Combine, and try to understand, what do these guys know? What do they know how to do? And how much depth really is there to what they've worked with in an offense?